Good morning, children. How are you all? So, we are in air and water lesson. Till now, what we have discussed, what I explained you here. I have explained you about the air, land breeze, sea breeze. I explained you, isn't it? What is land breeze? What is sea breeze? And about the water also, I explained you. Water cycle, I explained you, isn't it? What are the factors for evaporation of water? What are the factors which helps in evaporation of water? On what factors the evaporation is depend, isn't it? How does water become impure? How does water become impure? Now here, impure water, what do you mean by impure water? Mixing of undesirable substances in water is called impure water, or harmful substances in water. Soluble impurities will be there, insoluble impurities will be there, and this is causing germs will be there in the water, which makes the water unfit to drink. Such water is called impure water, isn't it? Or it is also called as a polluted water. It is also called as a polluted water. So, polluted water, rainwater, when it falls on the earth, what happens? Many salts and minerals get dissolved in the rainwater. So this flows through the plains, then from plains to rivers, then rivers to oceans. Now here we'll know about the purification of water. Purification of water. Here, purification of water. What is the cheapest method of purifying the water is boiling. Boiling kills the germs present in water. Boiling kills the germs present in water. So, this is the cheapest method of purifying the water. So, what is purification? Removal of the soluble, insoluble impurities and disease causing germs. This is what you call it, purification of water, isn't it? So, here there are some methods are there to remove the insoluble impurities from the water. What are the methods through which the insoluble impurities are removed? That is, first method is sedimentation. Sedimentation method. What is sedimentation method? Take a glass of water. Take a glass of water. In the glass of water, add the soil and the pebbles. And add the soil and the pebbles and stir it well and keep it aside undisturbed. Isn't it? After some times, you will see that the soil and pebbles are settles at the bottom of the glass. It settles at the bottom of the glass. So this process is what you call it, sedimentation. It is called as a sedimentation. This is what you call it, sedimentation, isn't it? Now next, coming to another method is, now next is decantation. Decantation method. So now here the water, here the soil particles and the pebble settles at the bottom of the glass. You are getting here the clear water. The pouring of this clear water into another glass. Another glass. Pouring of the clear water into another glass. Pouring of the clear water into another glass. The impurities will be remained in the first glass only. This process is what you call it, decantation method, isn't it? So in this method, the soil particles and pebbles will be remain in this glass only. Slowly you are pouring the clear water into another glass. This is called as a decantation method. So this method usually you will see in the during rainy season, tap water you are getting some muddy water. Dirty water will be getting. So you are collecting it in the pot. You are keeping it like this only. Next day morning you will see the clear water you will get, and at the bottom of the pot you will get the these undissolved particles. Isn't it? Soil particles you will get at the bottom. So what you will do, slowly you will pour the water from the pot into another vessel, and what is left behind in the vessel is a insoluble impurities you will get. That is soil particles you will get. So this process is called decantation method, sedimentation and decantation method. Next method, coming to next method is filtration. Filtration method. So here insoluble impurities which are dissolved in the water, the insoluble impurities which are dissolved in the water will be filtered. Like light mud particles will be there, fine mud particles will be there, very fine mud particles will be there. For decantation they will come. So how you will remove these fine mud particles, dissolved particles from the water? You are using a muslin cloth. Very fine pores will be there in the cloth. Very fine pore will be there in the cloth. This cloth you are using. This cloth you are keeping on the glass. Isn't it this? So and you are pouring the water. You are pouring the water into this muslin cloth, and the water will be passes through very fine pores and collected in the glass. This is called the filtered water. This process is called filtration. And on the cloth you will get the undissolved particles. In this way you can filter the water by using cloth. By using muslin cloth, very fine cloth will be there, very soft cloth will be there, in which very fine pores will be there. Very fine pores will be there. Isn't it? Very fine particles will be separated from the water by using filtration method. Okay? Now, how does water reach our homes? How does water reach our homes? See, water, purified water. Now after purification from rivers or lakes, after purifying the water from rivers and lakes, that water will be reaches to our houses. After filtration, that is after purification, different methods are there for purification, that just now I explained you how the water is purified. After purification of this water, last stage is filtration. Then they send to our houses. Isn't it? We get through taps water, isn't it? So the germs in the water, the germs will be not filtered. Germs will be there after filtration also. So these germs are killed by adding the disinfectant. The germs in water are killed by using a disinfectant. By using a disinfectant, that is what you call it, chlorine. By what you call it, chlorine gas. By passing the chlorine gas to kill the germs. Isn't it? To kill the germs, we use the chlorine gas, or you can use even a cheapest method is boiling. Boiling also kills the germs. So how the water, this water is not safe for drinking and is collected in tanks before it is supplied to our houses through pipes. See here, the water is after purification only, after filtration only, after chlorination only, they are supplying the water to our houses. Underground, very big pipelines will be there. These pipelines will be connected with the overhead tanks, reservoirs. From there they supply the water. While reaching to our house, what happens? The germs will be there, mud particles will be there. Again we have to purify the water. Again we have to purify the water. So water at home also, because while coming the water through these pipelines, again germs will be mixed up with the water. Again insoluble soluble particles will be there in the water while reaching to our house. Again we have to purify the water. So modern day of purifiers, what are these are this water reaches to our homes. What I said you, we need again purification. More purification is required. Then only the water will be fit for drinking. They purify the water, they chlorinate the water, but while reaching to our houses, again the germs will be mixed up with the water. Again insoluble impurities will be there in the water. Again we have to purify the water, isn't it? So here what are the modern methods we are using at home? At home I am telling, that is electrical purifiers are there. Electrical purifiers are there, or ROs are there. Electric purifiers are there, which purify with the electricity. Electrical purifiers are there, and RO water purifier or RO. RO purifiers are there, isn't it? Physical filtration is there. Physical filtration, another method is physical filtration. What I showed you, muslin cloth, you are using the muslin cloth. Physical filtration. Physical filtration is there, isn't it? Next, last method is boiling. Boiling. These are the methods we use at home, isn't it? These are the method we use at home. Now here let's try for, you are given here air and water with all living beings on your planet, or everyone will share, isn't it? Some human activities pollutes air and water, which has become a major problem these days. It is time for you to be a polluted detective at home or in school. Plan ways to keep these two resources clean and list the ways here. Air and water, how you are going to keep the air and water clean or pollution free. What are the ways you are going to adopt to clean air and water? Write down here in Let's Try 4. So here what we have discussed in this lesson, what I explained you about in this lesson is land breeze and sea breeze. I explained you the wind blows from sea to land. The wind blows from sea to land is called a sea breeze, and it occurs during daytime. Takes place during daytime. At night wind blows from land to sea. Land to sea, and it is called as a land breeze. Already we have discussed, and we have discussed about the evaporation also. Water cycle. Water evaporates from the earth in the form of water vapor, and this water vapor cools and forms the clouds by the process of condensation and returns to the earth through the precipitation, that is rain, snow or hailstones. Okay. So all this we have just now we have discussed about the different ways to purify the water at home. Already we have discussed. So what is important here is water is very precious, very important. Water is very precious. Should not waste the water. Should not waste the water. Then you have to write the two ways through which you can conserve the water or save the water. Thank you children. Have a nice day. Take care.